Think smarter. Think iSmart.
Now, a thesaurus is something, you know, if you do...
You've only just learnt how to
I
say that word.
think know what a thesaurus is.
What do you use it for?
Well, if you know one word and you want to use a similar word, then you
crosswords
look it
and things
up,
like that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you use
At
a dictionary?
school.
What's the difference?
Dictionary gives you the meaning. Thesaurus gives you an alternative word.
It's great when you're writing an essay at school if you want to think up different words for the same thing.
A more
Very
impressive
good.
word.
From Chambers is their commissioning editor, Robert Williams, who joins us today because there's new words in this big book. We begin with social not working. What's that?
Okay, so social not working is when you're supposed to be at work doing your day job, but you're actually on Facebook or Twitter. You're actually chatting to your friends.
That is my day job.
Yeah, I mean, it can get people into lots of trouble if they start posting and they're supposed to be working and their boss sees.
Well, that's why we don't know
update.
what that word means, because we don't do that. So that's a sort of pun on social networking.
Yeah,
then.
absolutely.
Oh.
I think it's really interesting because we see that language changes so quickly these days, and technology, and particularly social networking, really impacts the way that we speak and the way that we communicate with each other. So that's why it's gone into the new edition of the Chambers Thesaurus.
But I've not heard anyone use that though. How many do people have to use it quite a lot for it to be included?
What we do is we look at websites, we look at newspapers and other media and the way that people communicate with each other through email, in books, and then we track all of that and we look at how often and how commonly words are used, and then they go into the thesaurus.
Naz does that between weather bulletins.
Yeah. What?
Naz is doing her social not working.
Yeah.
No, it's part of
Sky News
job.
Socialising. Are we socialising now? Is this what we're doing?
We could be, yeah. You've got your iPad,
Yeah.
so that
I'm poised, ready to do it.
Yeah, so socialising is defined as when you're sitting at home on your sofa, you're using social networks to communicate with your friends, and so you're socialising, but not in a face-to-face way. And again, this demonstrates, how the way we communicate with each other has changed, and the impact on language that's had really very recently. And so this is why it's gone into the
But are these not words that just 12-year-olds use?
No, they're in common usage, and they show the kind of creativity and the fun in English. We're very good at creating new words. They often come from the media. Our headline writers are very good at creating some of these in newspapers.
Do you know what I think when you come up with your new editions, that actually you're a bit behind teenagers because they've thought of the words already and have been using them for a couple of years, and then you go, oh yeah, okay, it's socially acceptable now. We'll put them in a book, like totes and onesie. Do you know what a onesie is, Eamon?
A onesie?
Yeah, which is really popular word.
Sounds like some toilet habit.
No, no, it's an all-in-one outfit, like a tiger outfit or a bear outfit that all the girls wear.
That's what I also wear in between my weather.
Do you?
Yeah.
Social not working. Yeah, or whatever. All the kids think of the words first. And then
which brings us on to glamping. Now, I know what this one. This is camping with sort of hair dryers or something.
Glamorous camping.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
And wooden huts.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, this has really come about through the recession. People are taking what we call staycations, daycations. They're staying in the UK to go on holiday because their finances are not what they were. And really, I think that's where glamping comes from. It's this idea of enjoying your holiday but staying in the UK. And the recession and all the terms that we use.
Double dip.
Yeah, all of those have come into our language very recently. And this is a good example. And it's fun, and it's creative, and that's why it's gone in this time.
So basically you're saying if a word's used often enough, it will then be put in the...
Yeah.
It's legitimised.
So I think we should make one up now, like Eamonising.
Oh yes, I like a bit of that.
That's when Eamon's being mean to you on Sunrise.
Yeah, we'll get it trending on Twitter.
Oh, see, that sounds a nice word to me. You've just made it an evil word there.
Is YOLO in there?
I don't think it is, but it's interesting.
YOLO. Come on.
YOLO?
Yeah.
What's that?
You only live once.
Oh!
All the kids use it, Eamon. Come on, you're down with the kids.
No,
It used to be.
YOLO. Is it there?
It's not, but we have Twitterati, which is which follows what you said. Celebrities using Twitter and the massive influence that's had on how we get our news and how we find things out. So that's gone in as well with tweet and poke and all of these kind of things. Defriend is another one.
Do words get kicked out as well then if they're not popular?
What we do is we keep a core bank of words, and we try to just add extra ones that come into common usage. So no, we have a policy of not really deleting anything unless it's really anachronistic.
There we go.
Is weatherology a word? Anyway, sounds all right to me. Here with the weatherology, Miss Glamping herself, Naz.
Thank you. Amenising for today. It is looking showerising across northwestern parts of the UK.